Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 8th Annual Edgar H. Price Jr. Achievement Awards Dinner. I'm always pleased to look out over our audience and see familiar faces of those individuals who actively support the Manatee County Rural Health Services Foundation each year. And this year, I'm even more pleased to see so many new faces in the crowd. Let me extend an invitation and welcome to you, and we hope that after this event, you will become a regular attendee of the annual event. Each year, the Foundation strives to honor a true shining star of our community with our Lifetime Achievement Award. And this year, we're not only honoring one person, we're honoring two, Dr. Mona Jane and her daughter, Dr. Anila Jane. Now that's quite a mother-daughter team. Beyond their obvious careers and their successes, both Dr. Janes are both widely known as community advocates, volunteers, education supporters, proponents for women and children's rights, just to name a few. And both Dr. Janes have been recognized many times at both a local and national level. Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane, we will be hearing more about both of you later in the program. But before we go any further, I want to take the moment to salute the two of you as the recipients of the 8th Annual Edgar H. Price Achievement Award. We have an exciting evening planned, and we are thrilled that you all made it here. But first, let me share a few points about the Manatee County Rural Health Services Foundation. The foundation is dedicated to supporting MCR Health Services, the company you used to know as Manatee County Rural Health Services, and its mission to provide the highest quality primary and specialty care and preventative health education to anyone who needs it, anyone that needs the service, regardless of their ability to pay. The foundation's main goal is to ensure continued financial viability for MCR Health Services while also providing resources to help the underserved in our community and securing funding for capital projects and services. I have been associated with the Manatee County Rural Health Services Foundation for 10 years, and I couldn't be prouder to continue giving back to our community by serving as a board member. I truly believe in the mission of both the foundation and MCR Health Services. At this time, would you please stand? For the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and remain standing for our invocation by Pastor Matt Wallace. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pastor Wallace.
Let us pray. Loving God, bless all those gathered here today as we come together in friendship and fellowship and support of this great community organization. Thank you for the blessings of our individual and collective God-given gifts. Place in each one of our hearts the desire to make a difference to our families, our community, to our country, and to the many cultures and peoples of this great world you have given us. Give us balance in times of distraction and uncertainty. Help us to move towards our goals with determination and always with an abundant sense of humor. Thank you for our food in a world where many know only hunger, for our faith in a world where many know fear, for friends in a world where many know only loneliness. Please bless this food we are about to share and those who prepared it, those who serve it, and those who have worked to make today the special occasion that it is. For all of this, we give you thanks. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Pastor Wallace. And now I'm going to turn the time over to a good friend and colleague, Senator John McKay. Not only is Senator McKay a fellow Foundation board member, he is also the chair of the Manatee County Rural Health Services Foundation. It's been my pleasure to work closely with Senator McKay as we strive to improve the health and welfare of our community. Senator John McKay, everybody.
Thanks, Charles. Thank you, Sheriff Wells, for that introduction. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us this evening at the 8th Annual Edgar H. Price Jr. Achievement Awards Dinner. As the chairman of the foundation, this event is very special to me, and I hope it is or will become very special to you, because each year we have the opportunity to honor an extraordinary individual for their contributions to our community. It's wonderful to pay tribute to those that help make our neighborhoods and towns and cities and counties great places to live, and that's exactly what we have here in Manatee County. Tonight I'm pleased that we're honoring not just one individual, though, but two outstanding individuals, Dr. Mona Jane and her daughter, Dr. Anila Jane. Dr. William Menninger, who was a noted psychiatrist, concluded that there are 6 essential keys to success in life: sincerity, personal integrity, humility, courtesy, wisdom, and charity. These are qualities exemplified by both Drs. Jane, who have led lives of caring, compassion, dedication, and involvement. Of course, we're going to hear more about that later. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the other board members of the foundation. I'd like you to please stand as I introduce you. Sheriff Charlie Wells. Charlie. Bruce Mead. Unfortunately, Dr. Jeff Ornstein can't be with us tonight, but he's here in spirit, I'm sure. Before I introduce to you a very good friend, I'd like to introduce a few other folks to you this evening. We're fortunate tonight to have some distinguished political figures with us, the leaders of our community. So if you'd stand for a minute so you can be recognized, I would appreciate it. Commissioner Charles Smith. Commissioner. Commissioner John Chappie. John. Sheriff Brad Stubbe. And the school board vice chair, David Miner. Now I get to introduce to you a very good friend, the person that is most responsible for the success of this wonderful organization, MCRHS Health Services. Its president and CEO, Colonel Walter L. Mickey Perche.
Thank you, John, for that kind introduction, and thanks for being a great friend. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell tonight, our theme is a lifetime of caring. And who better personifies a lifetime of caring than Drs. Mona and Anila Jane? Before I go further, though, I need to recognize some people who make this organization possible. Our governing board, starting with Chief Gary Lowe, board chair. Dr. Carlos Mendez, vice chair. This guy and I go way back. He came back and upset the whole medical community with some of all of his great ideas. Mr. Stephen Weicker, Secretary Treasurer. Ms. Livia Leyva. Dr. Lynette Edwards. Judge Tom Gallen. Ms. Esperanza Gamboa. Ms. Juanine Laurie, who goes way back. She's not old, though. She's just getting better. Mr. Reggie Orazo. And of course, we have two board members emeritus. One of the guys started the Rural Health. He actually wrote the first charter, wrote the bylaws, recruited me to the board, and some other people. His name is Leon Robinson, Esquire. And of course, Lucinda Mendez, emeritus, who could not be with us tonight. Now I want to recognize the people who actually make me look good, the people who are responsible for everything that you see here tonight. And I'm sure you know that there was a lot of hard work and dedication that went into this event. So all of the people from MCR Health Services, please stand. I can't tell you how proud I am of you guys. For those of you who do not know, we are the largest federally qualified health center in the southeastern United States. And we won't talk a lot about that because we have films that will cover those things. So I just want to make sure I just really say thank you to the staff that through your highly dedicated and committed work each day to take care of the patient base that we take care of. You know, tonight I had one of the newspaper people come up and ask me, what are the words that you think about when you think about the honorees tonight? And the words that came to me were hard work, honesty, integrity, perseverance, community involvement, and of course, love for mankind. In short, caring leadership. And so, let me just say that I want to take just a few moments to talk about the person in whom this event is honored. Our dear friend, Senator Edgar H. Price, Jr. Senator Price and I go back from the time I was in my young 20s, a brash young boy who thought he knew everything. And he helped me a lot in my growth and development. But not only was he a personal friend and mentor, he looked out for MCR Health Services every day. There's so many stories that he and I share together that I can't possibly talk to you about tonight. But his memory goes on in this community. He touched so many lives. He sent so many people to college. He did so many community things. He was the Senator of the Year when they elected the bicameral system of Legislative of the Year. He won it every year. Who's Who in Citrus, second in command at Tropicana, just a phenomenal individual. And I thank him so much for being in my life. And I'm just happy to have had the opportunity for us to name this event after our good friend, Senator Edgar Price. Now we'll turn to a video. I think it's about 9 minutes to show you what we do at MCR. Thank you.
In 1978, community leaders saw a healthcare need for those in rural Manatee County.
We started with one federally qualified health center, one location, one doc. And we moved and built an incredible organization that reaches out and touches so many lives.
When I first came here 27 years ago, we had 2 sites and approximately 35 employees. And I've been a witness to the growth and the breadth of the services that we provided firsthand.
We've grown now to 29 locations with approximately 553 employees, and we're the largest federally qualified health centers in the southeastern United States.
Throughout the years, MCR Health Services has also reached many achievements, such as developing our own centers that remove barriers that place exceptional care within the reach of all members of our community, regardless of income or insurance status. Establishing an innovative sliding scale program that provides the poor with the dignity that comes with helping to pay for their own care. Opening the most affordable pharmacies in the region.
We collaborate with the providers to assure that the patient is getting the best prescription for their disease state. Age-appropriate and drug-drug interactions are verified with each prescription.
And one of the things I like most about going to MCR Health Services, it saves me a trip to a separate pharmacy, and then I know that I'm going to get a good price for the pharmacy medication that I get.
MCR Health Services is one of the few independent medical groups in the region that has earned and maintained the prestigious accreditation of the Joint Commission. We can now say that we are certified as a primary care medical home. This last year, MCR Health Services served over 96,000 patients, nearly 500,000 office visits, and we continue to grow every year. People in the community can come to one of our facilities knowing that they will be seen even though they may not have the ability to pay. 68% of the population at or below the federal poverty level is served by our doctors, compared with only 18% of the national average.
We're able to provide quality care to such a large uninsured population because of our great efficiencies in how we see patients and our good care teams that we have that provide quality preventive medicine to folks in need.
Recently, about 2.5 years ago, my family and I moved back, and we came with no health insurance, and so we started out with MCR Health Services. My husband and I have been going there for about 2.5 years, and so have my 2 daughters. My husband just received family medical insurance through his business, and we have opted, though, to stay with MCR Health Services to be our main primary care providers.
At MCR Health Services, we provide behavioral health, cardiology, chiropractic, dentistry, dermatology, diabetic education classes, family practice and internal medicine, gastroenterology, general surgery, vascular surgery, infectious disease, internal medicine, obstetrical and gynecological services, optometry, orthopedics, pediatric healthcare, pharmacy, podiatry.
I became a doctor in order to fix things. I'm a person that likes, if something's broken, I like to fix it. And that seemed to fit just in with what I wanted to do with the rest of my life.
So I've been a doctor for 10 years now. I'm an internal medicine practitioner, and basically I see all types of patients who are adults with any type of chronic conditions, diabetes, hypertension. My patients, like I said, are like my little family members. The moms, the dads, the grandmothers, the grandfathers.
I've been working in the community psychiatry sector since my 3rd year of medical school, and by working at MCR Health Services, I'm allowed to continue serving this specific population base.
MCR Health Services has helped my daughter tremendously. She probably wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for MCR Health Services.
Our physicians are trained to care for their patients from infancy into their senior years, and they place the importance on preventative measures to help keep the whole family healthy.
MCR has a similar vision to my personal vision of social responsibility and being able to provide excellent health care to all patients despite their ability to pay.
Every time we go over to Lawton Childs, it's been a great experience. The providers see my kids and recognize them right away without having to see their forms, and that just makes me feel very comfortable and makes my kids feel comfortable with going to get care from Lawton Childs.
We offer the expertise of a specialized team of physicians who have many years of experience. Both parents and children love our doctors, and our doctors love what they do.
I got into medicine because I wanted to make a difference in the lives of the people that I care for. And I became a pediatrician because I like dealing with kids.
Having a kid that has been so sick and we almost lost him, having that comfort of knowing that if I need something, I can get the help immediately. They're just heaven sent.
MCR Health Services also provides high-quality care for women.
I'm being a physician since 1988. I graduated from medical school, and I finished my resident in 92. I started working from MCR since 96. I delivered around 8,000 babies in my career. We delivered two or three babies in Manatee County. We deliver 100% of DeSoto County.
We provide more than just a beautiful smile.
I became a dentist because I seen that there was a need for dental care. Growing up, I wasn't privileged to be seen by a dentist due to financial situations as a child. So I saw that there was a need for me to come into this career and make the impact that I wasn't able to receive as a child.
The Health Express provides services such as dental and other medical care. The mobile eye bus offers preventative eye care, focusing on disease diagnosis and management, routine eye care, and other services.
MCR is also rolling out a new initiative to improve our facilities, our physical facilities. MCR's new prototype will have new colors, new furniture, new fixtures in our facilities to reflect this new brand.
This year, we rebranded Manatee County Rural Health Services to MCR Health Services. Our objective is to reach a larger audience of privately insured customers and build a greater brand awareness with the uninsured, Medicaid, and Medicare patients. A new logo was designed to develop a cutting-edge, iconic brand that easily translates to TV, billboards, direct mail, print, and social media.
The future for MCR Health Services looks great. We're continuing to grow every day. We're continuing to provide new access points for our patients, and we're continuing to improve our systems on a daily basis.
It continues to impress me and amaze me as to the work that all the staff does to help us to provide the services that we provide.
This organization has an incredible future, both in terms of sustainment, for providing health care, being financially viable, and I look forward to leading this organization into the future for years to come.
MCR Health Services are great. They help out so much.
At MCR Health Services, we're more than buildings and equipment. We're your neighbors. We shop at the same stores. We attend the same churches. Our kids go to the same schools. We're doctors in a wide range of specialties that care about your wellness just as much as you do. At MCR Health Services, caring for our community means more than just health care. It means not only loving what we do, it means loving where we live. At MCR Health Services, you'll find a very special team of skilled and dedicated individuals that'll put you at the center of everything they do. There's not one physician or staff member that'll take your medical need lightly. We're skilled professionals, and we're here to help, and we really enjoy what we do. MCR Health Services, we are here for you.
Hey, Anya, are you here? Can you come on down? Vinny and Trinity, can you come on down too? Now, last year she couldn't make it, but here she is. Come on, Vinny. Trinity. Now, it's okay. You guys are good. Thanks for coming out. Now, here's the deal. Last time we met, you said you were working on saving some money for something, right? What was it?
I can't remember.
I thought you said you wanted a bike. Okay, so here's the deal. Through the generosity of MCR Foundation, Mr. Preche, the board of directors, and all of you guys here, we were able to help this young lady through her trials and tribulations. And now we got a bike and a helmet, another bike and a helmet, and a third bike and a helmet for all three of you guys. So the blue one for you, green and pink. So enjoy. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. This is the reason why we do this. So, again, thank you for coming out. You're looking great. All you guys are looking great. Remember one thing though, wear your helmets when you ride your bike, okay? All right. So we're gonna take them back out front and we'll get them home to you. This is not just a photo op or anything like that. This is your bike, okay? And I didn't want you to think, hey, look, this is a bike, and where's it coming from? So anyway, thank you so much. Okay, we want to move on with the program because in the interest of time, our first recognition goes to the Community Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing located in Sarasota, Florida. I believe Ms. Renee Eicher is here on behalf of the center. If you could come down front, please, Ms. Eicher. We have a check in the amount of $5,000 for the CCDDH.
And this one is for the photo op, and this one is for the bank. So I'm sure you'd rather have that one. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have two checks for two young men, Jason and Yarian. Are you here? And we have a check for each brother in the amount of $2,500 to help for their needs. Thank you. Now, okay, the last check in the amount of $2,500 goes to James Sprout. And James, we're going to meet you down front, my friend. Thank you very much for coming out. Okay. And again, we couldn't do this without you guys here in the room. So remember MCR Foundation. Thank you.
I'd appreciate if y'all would join me in a warm round of applause for Dr. Van Buren and the role he's played in finding out the folks that need the most help. I'm also pleased to tell you that the foundation has a fiduciary responsibility to give away a certain percentage of its trust every year to help those in need, to help those that need the services as defined by our mission. And so the balance of that amount we have to give away during this year, or we should give away because it's a fiduciary responsibility, will be put in a trust account so that those that need drugs to combat their illness that cannot afford to pay for the drugs will be able to draw upon that with the advice of the doctors of MCRHS Health Services. And I'm pleased to tell you that. Thank you so much, Mickey, for that guidance. And none of that would have been possible without the attendance of everybody here and the attendance of those that have been to the previous 7 annual Edgar H. Price Jr. dinners. So thank you very much for coming this evening. Give yourself a warm round of applause. Today, Thursday, October 1st, 2015, is a special day. And to commemorate that day, the Manatee County Board of County Commissioners has designated as the Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane Day. And they passed a proclamation that we're going to share with you right now. And Commissioner Charles Smith is going to do that. Commissioner Smith? Hey, Charles, how are you? Nice to see you.
You too. Thank you, Senator McKay. What an honor and privilege to be here. I just had this wonderful experience meeting this wonderful family. What an awesome family. Proclamation, Board of County Commission, Manatee County, Florida. Whereas both Mahinder, Mona Jane, MD, PhD, and Anila Jane, MD, MBA, have led lives that exemplify a selfless devotion to well-being of all mankind, regardless of race, creed, color, or socioeconomic status. And whereas their lives are shining examples of fiercely advocating for children, whether it be for their food, shelter, medication, clothing, household items, or education. And whereas Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane believe in the value of education and have both served on numerous committees and organizations dedicated to showcasing and enriching educational opportunities for everyone. And whereas both mother and daughter are vital members of our community and has volunteered numerous community organizations at the state and national levels. And whereas Dr. Mona have shown care, compassion, sincerity, personal integrity, humility, courtesy, wisdom, charity, and all that they do. And whereas as both mother and daughter have led exemplified lives and have achieved and enriched the lives of community, and in particular children and women. And whereas Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane have answered the call to public service with grace, dignity, and determination, and for that our community has been enriched, and for whereas with great admiration and respect and sincere gratitude for their dedication to community service, the Manatee County Rural Health Service Foundation honors Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Board of Manatee County Commissioners on October the 1st, 2015, shall be known, designated, and set aside as Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane Day in Manatee County, Florida, adopted with a quorum present, voting this 22nd day, September 2015. Signed and attested by our beautiful chairman, Nancy Benek, forever stored in the minutes of the Board of County Commission by the new General Clerk of the Circuit Court of Manatee County. Thank you so much for all that you have done.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, my daddy told me when I was a little boy that family and friendship are sacred trust. How great does it get? A mother and daughter team. It's phenomenal. Now, what I'd like to do is to have you turn your attention to the big screen so we can watch some of the doctor's friends and family and colleagues give them a tribute on video. Now we've come to the moment that we're all here for. In the words of one newspaper article, as this caption, should try to think one of the counties and states, the country's finest citizens. Senator Ed Price. A man who has achieved so much in his personal and professional life, a man who does not know how to say no.
Giving to this foundation, which will support rural health, will do so much to aid and assist particularly those who are less fortunate than many of us. I know that I've seen it happen so many times that a mother and a child badly needing medical care but have no money whatsoever have been able to go to rural health and get that care that they need.
Mona and Anila Jane are a rare combination. They are not only both USF graduates, but they are both distinguished Alumni Award recipients and both founding members of USF Women in Leadership and Philanthropy. They're an incredible mother-daughter team who truly represent the spirit and values of USF Bulls. They are aspirational in every way. Their education, their compassion, their actions, their philanthropy, their dedication to this university, and devotion to the community. They have inspired so many of our students to share their skills and talents with the world.
We selected Dr. Mona and Anila Jane to receive the Edgar Price Junior Award because of their tireless efforts in giving back to the community.
It's an honor to recognize this outstanding mother and daughter team for their efforts for so many years. Thank you, Drs. Mona and Anila Jane, for setting a great example of giving back to the community.
Mona and Anila have touched every corner of this university in meaningful ways through multiple endowments and scholarship funds for USF alumni and athletics, to their support for USF Sarasota Manatee campus and their contributions to USF health programs for women.
Mona and Anelia, I want to congratulate you both on winning the Edgar Price Lifetime Achievement Award that I understand goes to incredible community service.
These two women make a difference every day. In our community, we are very blessed to have so many wonderful individuals who have given back to others. And Anila and Mona Jane are in the top echelon of those who care about others.
They both represent a rare combination of values and abilities, and I'm always touched by their sincerity and humility.
When I think of Anila and Mona, what first comes to mind are their acts of kindness, the spirit in which they live each day, intent on making the world a better place.
I've been fortunate at the University of South Florida to see the impact that one woman or two women or their family can make on this university. I see their fingerprints in everything, whether it's USF's Women in Leadership and Philanthropy, over at athletics, with their colleges, the sorority, Kappa Delta, with the Alumni Association. They are the foundation and the fabric of why we're so good today.
In her life journey, Mona has shown a great strength of character, which she has passed on to her daughter. During the independence of India, she had to leave her own home and find new place to live, moving from Pakistan to India. She was steadfastly dedicated to her own education in both India and the United States. She is a Fulbright and National Science Foundation scholar. Mona has shown the same determination in promoting education for all.
She has met with presidents from Eisenhower to Clinton, sat with Indira Gandhi and the Dalai Lama, and has had a private meeting with Mother Teresa. And her work with the Florida Commission on the Status of Women is legendary.
First met Mona Jane in 1980 at Bayshore High School. She was the toughest teacher I had, very intimidating, but also the most inspiring. I had just moved to the area, knew no one, and had little support from home. Mona pushed me to learn, to want to excel, and although I have never told her this, she was the only person who ever asked me if I wanted to go to college. And in her no-nonsense way, led me to believe it was possible. Had it not been for Mona, I am quite sure I would never have had the courage to apply for a scholarship and begin college. Many of you probably know, you just can't say no to Dr. Mona Jane.
Dr. Anila Jane is a pediatrician, community leader, and avid USF supporter, has committed herself to helping others. She began mentoring young female students almost as soon as she finished medical school because she saw the disparity of women enrolled in medical school. Anila has been involved with medical care missions around the world and has been a vital part of Manatee Children's Services for years because she saw the need for strong and supportive child abuse protection.
You've paved the way for us to be great. You have laid the foundation for the women behind you to come and be great, and you've motivated me personally to be the best bull that I can possibly be.
Congratulations on your award. We really appreciate everything you do for the University of South Florida, and we love you so much.
Anila Jane, I just want to thank you for all you do here at USF.
And it is people like Mona and Anila who exemplify the best with the dedicated service and effective leadership, and made our community all that it is. I am proud of their remarkable example. This award is an appropriate tribute to this mom and daughter who have contributed so much. Thank you from all of us.
Thank you on behalf of the 300,000 alum. Thank you on behalf of the 48,000 students.
Just want to thank you guys for everything that you've done, not only for your community, but for the University of South Florida.
Hey guys, congratulations!
Thank you!
Hey.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do for USF. We really appreciate it.
We love you.
This dynamic duo are a huge part of the USF Bulls family and so deserving of this great Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Mona and Anila. You two are the best. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
And go Bulls.
Love you. Go Bulls. Hearts forever.
Good for us. Go Bulls.
Congratulations and go Bulls.
Along with Colonel Prochet, it's now my privilege to introduce our stars this evening, Dr. Mona Jane and Dr. Anila Jane. please come forward. You break it, you bought it, Mickey. On behalf of the foundation, it is Mickey's and my privilege to present the 8th Annual Senator Edgar Price Jr. Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Mona Jane and to Dr. Anila Jane. Thank you so much. The microphone is yours.
Thank you. After hearing all this, I'm speechless. I'm generally not speechless, but today. I and my daughter are honored, touched, and humbled to receive this award today. This award is of great significance because we have received this in our hometown, the Manatee County, the best county in the country and the world. I'm going to say a few words, and then Dr. Anila Jane will continue with. I believe that in my lifetime, we should pass on the baton to our younger generations, let them do the work, and we should sit back and enjoy all the glory we get. My mom and dad believed in education, and they were the one who always said, get education whether you work or not outside the home. My mom said, education is something you have for a lifetime. The more you share, the more it grows. Our family was the only Asian Indian family in Sarasota, Manatee counties. We came here in 1964. Just imagine that I came on October 6th, and today October 1st has started. October 8th is my birthday. I'm going to be 79 years old. See, many times the women don't talk about their age, but in our culture, we talk about it because they feel we grow wiser with the age, and we get the respect also. And we can have any idiosyncrasies also at that age. And then October 20th is going to be our wedding anniversary, and we will be married for 58 years now. My husband says all the credit goes to the men. Well, you can then decide where the credit goes. We are thankful, especially that our daughter got the best of both worlds, the country of her birth, India, and our adopted country, America, USA. We Indian American believe in family values, and we give a top priority to education. And as an educator and healthcare professional, I'm dedicated to the promotion of health and education, prevention of disease and disabilities, and early intervention, not only at local level, but at the global level also. When I was working at Head Start as a director of health services, the many county rural health services, the health department, we worked so well closely and collaborated that when the Federal Health and Human Services audit team came, they said we have the best collaboration in the whole country. And I'm sure Dr. Van Buren also remembers the children coming. So I don't have to say it, but the foundation of the Manatee County Rural Health Services does so much that the more we can do something for them. I know money is important everywhere, you can't move without. So I'm so happy to see the room full of people who believe in the foundation here and be generous again and pass the word on to others also. I remember that Governor Childs and Senator Price were at Head Start, and we have a collaborative meeting with Rural Health Clinic Services and the Health Department. And Mickey, if you remember, we were there, and other day I was looking at the pictures and I found the picture. So I'm going to send you one copy. According to Mother Teresa, love cannot remain by itself. It has no meaning. Love has to be put into action, and the action is service. And as mentioned, I had the honor of meeting with her. We talked about world poverty. We talked about girl child, lack of education, and health care. Now, people talk about, sometimes ask me, what legacy I would like to leave. It reminds me of Rosa Parks, who spoke at a conference, I was there, memory of our lives, of our works, and our deeds will continue to the future. And mine would be say, remember me, and say, this is the saga of an immigrant woman who believed in lifelong learning and sharing it with younger generations. Future generations will do well, make us proud, and they will fill this world with love, tolerance, and peace. And I am looking to that future also. You know how dads are. My husband always says, when Anila is getting an award or is being recognized, see, she is my daughter. And then when something else comes up, he'll say, Mona, take care of your daughter. So here, I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, his daughter, Dr. Anila Jain.
Good evening, and thank you, Senator McKay, Sheriff Wells, esteemed and honored guests, special family members, and friends. Mom and I are humbled and honored, as she said, to receive this award. Our deepest appreciation to Manatee County Rural Health Services and President and CEO Mickey Prochet, Sharon Hong, Scott Works, and Nate Knazer. The Edgar H. Price Lifetime Achievement Award honors individuals who have contributed to the health and well-being of our community. I had the privilege of meeting Senator Price on many, many occasions and had the utmost respect and admiration for him. Senator Price was the first recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, followed by Commissioner Pat Glass, Hal and Johnsina McRae, former Florida First Lady Rhea Childs, Dr. George Thomas, Dr. Angus Graham, and Mr. Ed Dick. Having grown up in Manatee County and a product of the Manatee County school system, I can proudly say that I had the honor of knowing a truly amazing group of individuals that Mom and I are following. Each of the past recipients has helped and in some way shaped my life along the way. The mission of Manatee County Rural Health Service is to deliver the highest quality of primary and specialty care and preventive health, and regardless of your ability to pay. My grandfather, Dr. K.L. Jain, had a very similar philosophy. The personal pediatric physician to the President House and Prime Ministers Nehru, Gandhi, and others. There was never a patient who was ever turned away from any of his clinics or his charitable hospital due to the lack of funds, and also medicine was given to them free of charge. Even at an early age, I would hold his hand while he made rounds, was known to sit in his chair with his stethoscope around my neck. And I know my brother Ashish remembers because he was one of my guinea pigs, as was his sister, and they were my patients while I was doing this. I visited India every summer to spend time with my granddad. And I think the proudest moments of my life was when he would look and introduce me to the community and say, "This is my oldest grandchild, Dr. Jain." I will always remember his words of wisdom to always do whatever you can to make a difference, whether that's of giving of your time, your talents, or your money. No matter the amount or the form of the gift, it will make a difference in the life of others. His advice to assist humanity and those less fortunate has been ingrained in me as long as I can remember. I have participated in medical missions, volunteered with shelters and orphanages, especially those dealing with abused, neglected, and abandoned children and women all over the United States and all over the world. It is believed that our fate and our destiny is written in the stars, as is our sense of adventure, our goals, and future aspirations. In the end, the true meaning of life is dependent on just one question: how may I serve? My parents came to the United States from two very affluent, educated families. Due to the government regulations, you could only bring a certain amount of money outside of the United States. But they had a work ethic that Indian Americans are known for, and this trait would become one of the several foundations of success that was instilled in me. Work hard and do what you love, what you have passion for. Always do the absolute best that you can with integrity and focus. Look to serve something greater than yourself. Always reach a little higher than you think you are capable for and of, and you will attain it. You are not the one doing things. There's always a stronger force with you. Keep your faith strong. I can truly speak from my personal experiences, which I gleaned from my parents. They have had a profound influence on my life. My mother, as you said, was the real serious one, as Diana said. And when I was at Bayshore, everybody said, "You have the meanest mother that you know." But when it came time to have a chaperone for anything, a dance or a cruise, it was my parents that were always there. And I said, "Don't you think it's about time that you didn't ask my parents to go on every event that I'm at?" She's the reason I have the drive, the tenacity, and stamina to move toward my dreams and goals in life. She was always supportive, offering encouragement, and wanting the best for me always. As a quote I always remember is saying, "A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they do not necessarily want to go, but they ought to be." Now, my father, I could get away with a lot more. He exhibited a silent, calm strength and showed me how to appreciate the beauty of life and all experiences as part of a magnificent tapestry of life. As an only child, he always told me that you can achieve anything if you put your heart and mind into it, and you can reach for the stars. His love, understanding, and love of life has made me the independent, passionate, and accomplished woman I am today. Family values and strengths were the close-knit bond we shared, as well as life experiences. Dad taught me that unless I believed in myself, I would not be capable of believing that I could make a difference in my life or the life of others. I can truly say that my core strength and my heart come from my dad. As I look around the room, I see so many mentors, educators, and role models who have shaped my life, having lived in Sarasota, Manatee, and most of my life in Manatee County for the last 50 plus years. You've all made a profound influence on the person I am today. I also want to acknowledge some very special family and friends who are also part of our extended family. Roger for always being there for me and supporting all my craziness and my impossible and hectic schedule. Someday soon, I promise to learn to say no to any and all endeavors, new chairmanships, committees, and fundraisers. And as Andrea and Jeanette know, I just said yes to something yesterday. The Jane family from Valrico, the Satie family from New Jersey, and my nephew Ungud, who's a USF student at Sarasota Manatee, all my family and friends that are here, and friendships that started from way back at Philippi Shores Elementary and continued to Bayshore Middle and Bayshore High School, my Kappa Delta sisters, and last but not least, my USF family. Women in Leadership and Philanthropy, Alumni Athletics and the Foundation, and I had not seen that video, but it was very hard for me to follow that video after seeing what was said. My USF Sarasota Manatee family, and the awesome group of student ambassadors that I love so much. As you all know, I do bleed green and gold. In closing, I'd like to say, imagine a life you have always dreamed of living with no barriers or limitation. Imagine a life rich with success and accomplishments, boundless physical energy, warm personal relationship and friendships, and a sense of spiritual fulfillment. Visualize living every day with passion, having the courage to dream of seemingly impossible dreams, and the determination to make them real. This is where inspiration and strategy meet to produce massive results that will change your lives forever. Thank you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here tonight. We appreciate you. Good evening.